Your forecast first with Chief Meteorologist Lisa Teachman, sponsored by the Accident Recovery Team.
The skies above Kansas have been busy this evening with numerous severe thunderstorm warnings, and right now Rooks County remains under a severe thunderstorm warning until 10:15. And right now we do have one batch of thunderstorms moving into eastern Kansas that did affect us here in south central Kansas. But I want to take a look here at the activity going on anywhere from Phillipsburg down towards Stockton. This storm right now that is approaching Stockton, we did just have a report at Webster State Park of some quarter-size hail. Folks in the Stockton area, be prepared for that. Again, you are underneath a severe thunderstorm warning for another 15 minutes. Farther to the south, winds are picking up in Hayes. Rain is moving in. Looks like some of the heavier rains are now pushing to the east of Nest City as this line of storms continues to cruise eastward. Plus, we have additional storms from Montezuma towards the Blet that will need to be monitored as some small hail and winds gusting up to 45 miles per hour will be possible. These storms, they are expected to weaken as they move across the state tonight. We'll have a few leftover showers in the morning. In your forecast first, another round of storms anticipated by tomorrow afternoon. Where those will fire up and when as temperatures warm up into the 90s, still to come in your Storm Tracker 3 forecast. Your news starts now.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Herndon. We continue to track breaking news at this hour. Multiple sources confirming to KSN News that the body of 5-year-old Lucas Hernandez has been found in rural Harvey County. The location near 96th Street South and South Woodlawn, 25 miles away from where he was reported missing from his East Wichita home. The Harvey County Sheriff telling KSN News the, quote, small body was found under a bridge. And tonight we have team coverage. Let's begin with John Acevas, who has been on the scene all evening. John, what do you know?
Yeah, Jeff, this is that area behind me here on East 96th Street. That's what you're looking at. You see the spotlight, and actually they just had a police SUV pull in here. That's the area under the bridge where the private investigator and the great-grandmother believes they found Lucas Hernandez. Again, this is not confirmed by law enforcement, but let's take a look at actually what we saw a little bit earlier. During that time, there was, this is a Wichita Police Department scene, and we had Officer Charlie Davidson from the Wichita Police Department here. He told us, when he left a little bit ago, that they're not going to have any more information. We saw Lieutenant Todd Ogile leave from here, and we also saw District Attorney Mark Bennett, and I spoke with him. All of them say the same thing, that they can't confirm that this is Lucas Hernandez, but there is still a heavy presence out here. And we kind of wanted to break down how we got to this point. And I asked Sheriff Chad Gay, how did we get here? And this is how he describes it.
I don't know exactly how it went down other than Wichita police were involved. And then they called our dispatch and told them, hey, we found a body in your county. And so then our guys came out. Sure enough, there's a body in our county.
And that's the sheriff's office here in Harvey County. That's their reaction. But there's two homes right here off this rural road. And KSN Sarah Berlinger, she spoke with some of these residents. How did they describe the moments when they realized police were coming down here?
Right, John. Well, definitely some very tense moments here on this road. And the resident tells me that typically 1 to 2 vehicles drive down this dirt road a day. So definitely a very different situation than every day. And he told me that this is a very peaceful area, and he and his daughter were actually inside of their home at the time and noticed that there were a lot of police lights and didn't hear any sirens of any sort, but that the lights drew them to come outside, and then they saw this big line of police vehicles down here. And obviously they are very sad to hear that this is connected to Lucas Hernandez, but they didn't know that they were out here for that reason. And we will continue to be here throughout the evening and provide you guys updates, but for now I'll give it back to you, Jeff, in the studio.
All right, Sarah, thank you. Countless searches have been conducted since February 17th. That's the day Lucas Hernandez was reported missing. KSN's Craig Andrews caught up with one of the women who devoted many hours to the search. He joins us now live from the scene as well. Craig?
I talked with a lot of the searchers out here. This is just a very emotional time right now out here. Lots of hugs and a few tears happening out here as well. There's a small set of candles that's just placed on the other side of this. A few balloons out here as well. Just on this corner, about 100 yards or so from all the police activity. Now, searchers I talked with say it's been a long road. They've spent combined, they say, thousands of hours trying to find Lucas. I talked with Sheila, one of the organizers today. She's very emotional, talking about this moment.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm deeply grateful to be here in this moment, you know, just to kind of honor him and stand guard over him until he's laid to rest.
They also wanted to say thanks to all of the searchers out here. They say they didn't want to leave until Lucas has been found. That's been their deal all along. Getting emotional tonight. They say thanks to everyone who came out. They say they will leave when they see Lucas leave, because they say this will start them down the road to closure. They say it's going to be a long road. Now we're live in Harvey County. Craig Andrews, KSN News 3.
And KSN's Emily Younger spoke with the private investigator hired by Lucas Hernandez's father. He confirms to us that the body found is Lucas. And Emily, I know there's a lot of questions for this private investigator. You spoke to him. What did you ask him?
Oh, I had so many questions for him. You know, the first question I asked, it was pretty simple. I asked him, how do you know it's him? I'll take a listen. This is what he had to say.
We know in our profession and professional, we'll say he's been found.
And to give you some background on this private investigator, like Jeff just mentioned, he was hired by Lucas's dad, Jonathan. The PI says he got into Wichita around midnight on Wednesday after working the case for just 18 hours. He says he found the 5-year-old under a bridge in Harvey County. I asked him several times if Lucas's dad or stepmom, Emily Glass, led him to the body or if they were on scene with him when Lucas was discovered. And Jeff, he repeatedly told me no comment.
Okay, he repeated that. He said no comment. What happened next?
Well, then I asked him a harder question. I said, hey, you know how many police crews have been out searching for this for this 5-year-old boy? You've had community searches. How did you find him in just 18 hours? And what led you to this area of Harvey County? And here's what he had to say this time.
It's just the intuition, I guess. Just I don't know. I guess it's it comes from experience of knowing how to read people. I don't know how to explain it.
He then added, quote, law enforcement did a heck of a job. He went on to say they did everything they could. I also asked him when he could meet with me for an on-camera interview, and he told me he would be able to release a statement after the coroner confirmed this is indeed Lucas. He then said by that time he'll be back in North Carolina. I want to mention, too, I asked him how Lucas's family is holding up, specifically his dad. Is he relieved? He told me, quote, I think that Daddy is more in shock than anything.
We still a lot of questions for that private investigator.
Most definitely, a lot of questions.
Emily, thank you very much. I want to get you caught up to speed now on this case. It was back on February 17th. Emily Glass, that's Lucas's stepmother, called 911 to report Lucas missing. Glass was arrested just a few days later on suspicion of child endangerment. That case did not involve Lucas, and just a few weeks ago, a jury found Emily Glass not guilty of that crime, and she was released from jail. The Hernandez case has hit many people not only here in Wichita and Kansas, but across the nation. Just a little while after the news of the body being found came out, a vigil was organized for Lucas Hernandez. KSN's Chris Arnold, he attended the vigil tonight. He continues our team coverage. Chris?
Well, Jeff, I can tell you I'm outside of that home off Edgemore and Gilmore, the home that Lucas Hernandez was last seen after his stepmother, Emily Glass, reported him missing just over 3 months ago. I want you to take a look behind me. It's been a pretty somber mood out here. You can see balloons, flowers, and even some green balloons put upon that post there right outside the home. Now, green has been a symbolic color for Lucas Hernandez throughout the search for him. If you remember some of the green lights that were put outside of homes just a couple of months ago. I want you guys to follow me over here, though. We're talking about the vigil that happened out here tonight, and you can see there's still plenty of people lining the sidewalks here, holding candles, kind of mingling, and really just taking in all the news today after learning that a body was found in rural Harvey County believed to be Lucas Hernandez. Now, this vigil out here tonight was organized by Ray of Hope. It's the Lucas Hernandez Facebook page. We had about 36 people out here tonight, people both young and old, coming out, lighting some candles, saying several prayers, and really just, again, discussing everything that has just transpired over the past couple of hours after learning that, again, a body was found in rural Harvey County and that it was believed to be the missing 5-year-old boy, Lucas Hernandez.
I think it brings a little bit of closure, just because we know he's not out there by himself anymore, and hopefully justice to his family, and just it brings a little bit of closure. And now I think the questions are, who's going to get in trouble for it?
And you know, there were some family friends of Jonathan Hernandez out here earlier as well, and I did speak with them briefly, and they said they were very supportive of this vigil going on here behind me. And I did ask them, you know, just how they're taking in all this news, and they really said this wasn't what they wanted to hear, but again, just some positivity out of it is that they believe Lucas Hernandez's body is found, and this does give them some answers and possibly some closure in all of this. For now, live in South Wichita, that is Chris Arnold, KSN News 3.
Chris, thank you. I want to go over what we know so far. A private investigator hired by Jonathan Hernandez was searching in the area of 96th Street South and South Woodlawn sometime today when he says he found the body of 5-year-old Lucas Hernandez. The Harvey County Sheriff telling KSN News the, quote, small body was found under a bridge. The sheriff could not confirm the identity or gender of the body because Sheriff Gay of Harvey County says it had been out there for quite some time. Again, the private investigator and Lucas's great-grandmother telling us tonight the body is indeed that of Lucas. Wichita police have yet to brief the media, and so far, no arrests have been made. We're going to continue to ask the questions and follow up on the story and bring you updates as more information comes into our newsroom. Look for our coverage right here on KSN and online at ksn.com. Still to come here at 10, the man accused of making a deadly swatting call now facing more charges in federal court.
This is KSN News 3, here for you at 10.
The all-new 2019 Infiniti QX50, the most advanced Infiniti ever made. Experience the Infiniti QX50 at your local Infiniti retailer.
Wichita, are you tired of playing at a casino where you rarely win?
Then cross the line.
Come on, Wichita, cross the line. Cross the state line.
For better odds.
And looser slots.
Way looser slots.
It pays to cross the state line. Seven Clans First Council Casino, where we stay claim to the loosest slots.
And the best table games. Seven Clans First Council Casino.
Wichita, it pays to cross the state line. Come on, Wichita, the loose slots are waiting. Seven Clans First Council Casino.
I'm Nate, and a bit of my friend Tim.
I'm Brenda, and part someone else who saved my life.
More transplant patients like these trust the University of Kansas Health System. In fact, they've done the most transplants and are the most successful team in the entire region. That means their experience and expertise are literally second to none.
I thank my donor from the bottom of our heart.
Honestly, why would you go anywhere else?
Farms large and small have relied on New Holland Workmaster tractors since 1957, but there's never been a better time to own one. Workmaster utility tractors are hard-working, durable machines built to live up to the expectations set by the past. Feed more cattle, move more bales, clean more ground, all at an affordable price point. See your local dealer for details. New Holland, equipped for a new world. The Ready Rolling sales event is underway. For more information, visit your local New Holland dealer today.
Hey.
Hey, it's been way too long.
Margaret Elizabeth, meet Margaret Elizabeth.
Summer's best moments start here with a great deal on a new Toyota.
Lease a new 2018 Camry for $229 per month, including $500 lease bonus cash, or get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash.
Get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Experience wildly different this Memorial Day weekend. TWPark.com.
We continue to update breaking news tonight. A body believed to be 5-year-old Lucas Hernandez has been found in Harvey County. Stay with KSN News as we work to bring you the latest information as this story continues to unfold. The man accused of making the swatting call that ended a Wichita man's life is facing more federal charges tonight. Tyler Barris is charged in federal court in Washington, D.C. with 2 counts of making hoax bomb threats. The indictment alleges on December 14th, Barris called in bomb threats during a meeting by the Federal Communications Commission. Then 8 days later, he's accused of making similar threats to the FBI headquarters building. If found guilty, Barris faces up to 10 years in federal prison for each count. He's already facing state and federal charges in Kansas for allegedly making that swatting call on December 28th that resulted in Andrew Finch's death. Federal charges filed against 2 Wichita men accused of robbing an East Wichita liquor store. The U.S. Attorney's Office says Raekwon Hill and Jamarius Moore went into the F&K liquor store on Tuesday and demanded money. After getting the cash, the 2 men left the store. The store clerk shot Hill in the leg after he turned back toward him. If convicted, the 2 men face up to 20 years in federal prison and a $250,000 fine. Multi-billion-dollar merger between Westar Energy and Kansas City Power and Light. It got the green light late this afternoon. The combined company will be called Evergy. It's going to have about 1.5 million customers. Westar had been planning to ask for a rate hike of nearly $6 a month. But they say with this merger now, it's going to be about half of that, $3 a month. Officials say that under this deal, customers should not notice any change.
We anticipate a smooth changeover. If you're a Westar Energy customer, you'll call the same call center, go to the same website, same bills going to arrive in the mail.
The company says it does not expect any layoffs with the merger and says it plans to keep employees in Topeka for the next 10 years. Your holiday weekend, it begins in less than 24 hours. We're going to listen to Lisa's full forecast to find out just how hot it's going to get. That's coming up next. And we're going to have much more from Harvey County tonight, where a body believed to be 5-year-old Lucas Hernandez was found under a small bridge. Stay with us.
Tune into Power 93.5 for weather updates throughout your day.
Trade in and trade up. It's the Hatchet Buick GMC Memorial Event. Receive more for your trade plus a lifetime warranty. Sierra's up to $13,000 off or save up to $10,000 on Acadias. No other Buick GMC dealer in the area gives you a lifetime warranty. Hatchet Buick GMC.
Rainwater. Groundwater. Problem water. With Culligan water, cleaning is easier, laundry is softer, and soap rinses clean away.
It's Culligan's Tune-Up or Trade-Up Special. See getculligan.com for details.
It's the final weekend of Bassett's Memorial Day sale and special buys. Select beds start at $7.99. Select sofas start at $9.99, and select sectionals start at $16.99. Plus, save 25% store-wide and get special financing at Bassett.
The best barbecue comes from those hole-in-the-wall places. You know, places like a window that you can drive your car up to. Arby's, we have the meats.
In Springfield, Missouri, we believe the key to living a good life is simple. It's taking things day by day, and more importantly, hand in hand. If it's true to life, you'll find it here. Plan your next vacation at springfieldmo.org.
Wichita, are you tired of playing at a casino where you rarely win?
Then cross the line.
Come on, Wichita, cross the line. Cross the state line.
For better odds.
And looser slots.
Way looser slots.
It pays to cross the state line. Seven Clans First Council Casino, where we stake claim to the loosest slots.
And the best table game. Seven Clans First Council Casino.
Wichita, it pays to cross the state line. Come on, Wichita, the loose slots are waiting. Seven Clans First Council Casino.
Remember your first bike? No, your first real bike. So can you imagine the feeling you'll get from your first real truck? The GMC Sierra. Just announced. $1,500 Memorial Day purchase cash on specially equipped Sierra SLT Crew Cab models. Or get over $11,000 total value on a specially equipped Sierra Denali when you finance through GM Financial.
Tonight, Balance serving up Fleet Week with Kate Blanchett's Burgers and Egg Roulette.
No way!
Plus, Guy Fieri has more barbecue.
Yeah!
And Darius Rucker with a thank you to the troops. Newfound.
Come to the wedding with Donna, Sophie, and 3 possible dads. It's Mamma Mia at Salina Community Theater.
Now, your KSN Storm Tracker 3 forecast.
The severe thunderstorm warning for Rooks County has now been extended until 10:45, and Osborne has been added to this. That's the strongest portion of the line of thunderstorms that we are tracking right now. And this is what one of those thunderstorms looked like at about 8:30 earlier this evening. I want to give courtesy to Rich Miller of capturing this severe thunderstorm to the west of Phillipsburg. Just to put this into perspective here, what you're seeing, what almost looks like a mothership here, this is a mesocyclone where you have all of this rising motion, and as it's rising up in the air, it is rotating. So this is definitely a severe storm. Right in here is where you would expect the heavy amounts of rainfall and also the hail. As we bring up to the current time right now, as we look at these severe thunderstorms that continue to track in western Kansas, we actually had two clusters of thunderstorms, one in western Kansas, the other in eastern Kansas. That is now moving across the state line into portions of western Missouri. So let's go ahead and take a tour here of all of these thunderstorms. Right now, Phillipsburg, the heaviest of the rains, are now pushing to the east of you. You'll have lighter rains continuing for the next couple of hours or so. And then the severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect for Rooks until 10:45 and now Osborne until 10:45 is for this portion of the storm, where easily winds could be up to 60 miles per hour. There could also be some quarter-size hail out of this. Plainville looks like the heaviest of the rains are now off to the east of you. It has been pouring in the Hayes area, but these storms on the southern extent of this are not severe but still strong and capable of producing some small hail up to the size of marbles and winds anywhere between 45 to 55 miles per hour. And I did hear from some of our viewers over toward the Montezuma area, this storm producing heavy amounts of rain. It's also producing quite a bit of lightning. Could also produce some gusty winds as it moves into northern Meade County, anywhere between 45 to 55 miles per hour. I'm going to take you over toward Hayes. Lots of raindrops here on the lens. Looks like the winds have started to calm down a little bit, but as those storms started to move through easily, winds were sustained above 30 miles per hour. We have winds right now out of the west-northwest sustained at 26. There's an incredible flash of lightning there. 75 degrees. Temperatures have cooled off as the rains have started to fall, with the dew point at 54. Tonight, these storms will keep working to the east-southeast. I can see some of this working towards Salina and Wichita, but not until, say, about 1:30 to 3:30 in the morning. They will continue to be in a weakening stage, completely out of our hair by the time the sun comes up. But we're not finished with the storm chances just yet. Southern Kansas, also eastern Kansas, anytime after, I'd say, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, another bout of thunderstorm activity is expected, and some of those could be strong to severe, with hail and even gusty winds with heavy amounts of rainfall. Good news is, though, heading into the holiday weekend, our storm chances will start to drop. Temperatures right now, if you are in the 60s, it's because you picked up rain. If you're in the 70s like Wichita, it's because we're waiting on those rains to move in later tonight. Looking ahead to tomorrow, temperatures will be in the 80s and 90s. Could see some places approaching the triple digits in southwestern Kansas, and more of that heat is to come in your Wichita Weekly. 94 on Saturday, 95 on Sunday. Memorial Day looks quiet here but hot at 92. We'll stay in those middle 90s through next Thursday. Up to north central Kansas, 93 tomorrow. Chance of a shower or thunderstorm early in the morning. May see an isolated chance toward evening. In southwest Kansas, 93 tomorrow, approaching the triple digits on Saturday, 94 on Sunday. Sunday evening, there could be a few thunderstorms, namely closer to the Kansas-Colorado state line, with another opportunity next Tuesday. But Memorial Day right now looks hot at 92. In northwest Kansas, 90 tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms will come to an end, but they reappear by Sunday evening. It'll be more mist as opposed to hit, but all of us will have temperatures in the 90s, although northwest Kansas will cool down into the 80s next Tuesday. Well, stay with us. We'll return right after this.
Coming up tomorrow on Kansas Today, multiple businesses in town are looking to hire young adults. The Wichita Workforce Center is holding a job fair on Friday to help the youth snag that interview.
Know how to sell yourself to employers? You should come dressed to impress.
Join me on Kansas Today with Katie, Darren, and Laura starting at 4:30 tomorrow morning.
Tune in to KWLS Radio 107.9 for your KSN newscasts at 5, 6, and 10, Monday through Friday.
Bye, Miss Robert.
Bye, sweetie.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Bye, Miss Robert.
Bye, sweetie.
You make it for taking people to school.
Bye, sweetie.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get Mustang and $3,000 cash back plus $1,000 military first responders appreciation cash for eligible buyers.
It's payday! It's payday!
Play Lucky for Life from the Kansas Lottery, and you could win $1,000 a day every day for the rest of your life.
It's payday!
Hi friends, Phil Nightingale. MHFordRacing.com is here for all your racing needs. I'd like to personally invite you out to come out and check out all of our racing products. We have one of the largest selection of Hoosier and American Racer tires in the state. We also have you covered for all your racing fuel needs. VP or Sunoco, ready for pickup today. For your drag racers in need of nitrous, we've got it ready for you. No one does it better. Come by the big corner of 119th and West Kellogg and check us out online at MHFordRacing.com.
Stock up during our May Madness sale at Vanderbilt's. Save 20% on our #1 hiking boot, Merrill Moab, starting at $79.99. Comfortable shoes for men and women from Twisted X, now $79.99. Men's Canyon Guide Outfitters short sleeve snap shirts, starting at $9.99. Ariat Sport Patriot boots for all day wear, now $139.99.
Trade in and trade up. It's the Hatchet Hyundai Memorial Day event. No credit, bad credit, we can help. Plus a lifetime warranty. Trade up to a new SUV with savings up to $5,000 off or drive for only $229 a month. Shop our specials online. Hatchet Hyundai East and West.
Meet the Multiplier Super Ticket, the newest member of our Kansas Lottery X family of games. Multiply your bundle of joy up to $250,000.
We continue to track breaking news tonight. A body believed to be 5-year-old Lucas Hernandez has been found in Harvey County. Stay with KSN News as we work to bring you the latest information as this story continues to unfold through the night. He is one of the best in the nation, and now one of Wichita's own is preparing to take the international stage at this year's Wheelchair Tennis World Team Cup. KSN's Emily Younger caught his last practice before taking off to the Netherlands.
He's precise, smooth, and powerful. Casey Ratzliff doesn't leave anything behind on the tennis court.
It's just hard work and dedication.
Those two things combined has helped the 19-year-old do what no other Wichitan his age has done before.
We're the youngest team, so it would be a huge deal if we won World Team Cup.
Ratzliff and his two teammates will bear USA on their backs in the men's competition, going up against 16 countries.
I love to represent the United States, and I don't take it for granted. We hold ourselves to a high standard, and we love it.
It's that passion for the sport the Mays High grad says will keep him going come tournament time, leaving everything he has out on the tennis court in hopes of bringing home a W and inspiring others to chase their dreams.
If they set their mind to it, it's totally possible.
Emily Younger reporting there. The World Team Cup begins on May 28th. Nick of Wichita also representing the U.S. in the quad team. Stay with us. Sports is coming up next. And, of course, later we're going to have much more from Harvey County as you're looking at some live images now near the scene where a body believed to be Lucas Hernandez was found under a small bridge.
Join the Legacy Club at Southwind Casino in Bremen and get your rewards, starting with a $500 to $500 bonus just for signing up. Earn rewards just for playing with the Legacy Club at Southwind Casino in Bremen. Play, win, rewards.
You can do and you can say anything you want. Live your life and I'll live mine any way I want. Anything you want. And I want. Make it what you want.
I just picked up the kid for the baby shower. You know she's having a boy, right?
Need to make a quick switch? We thought about that.
Joe!
Need a little more room? We thought about that.
Hold on, Joe's texting me.
Need to stay connected?
You have a message from Joe.
We even gave that a thought, too. Buick Encore and Buick Envision, part of Buick's 3 SUV lineup.
current lessees. Switch to Buick and get this low-mileage lease on this Buick Encore for around $199 per month. Or get $4,000 purchase allowance when you finance through GM Financial.
Find the carpet that's right for you during National KSN Month at Star.
To all the brave individuals who look out for us, your Midwest Ford dealers are looking out for you. At the All-American Sales Event, save on the 2018 Ford F-150 with best-in-class towing and payload and powerful fuel-efficient engines. And for all military members and first responders, get an extra $1,000 appreciation cash. That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Now get 0 for 66 plus $3,300 cash back on F-150. Plus, eligible buyers get $1,000 appreciation cash. Only at your Midwest Ford dealers.
Meet Dennis. Dennis works for a big box store. Dennis has no experience with appliances or customer service. Dennis can't help you with your home appliance needs. And frankly, you don't want him to.
Hey, what's the deal?
You gotta go to Metro. Thanks, Dennis. At Metro Appliances and More, our knowledgeable staff is happy to help find the perfect appliance for your needs and budget.
With prices so low, you gotta go to Metro.
Get a New Way taco salad or bowl of New Way chili for just $1.87 with drink purchase.
I like to think that I've watched a decent amount of baseball in my lifetime, but I don't think I've ever seen a pitcher's duel like the one I witnessed tonight between Heights and Mays. We're just going to fast forward to the good stuff because after 7 innings, there was no score. Bottom of the 9th, runners on 2nd and 3rd for Bryce Boomsma. And what a grab by Carson Shively. And keep this play in mind for later on in the highlights. Still in the 9th, bases loaded, 1 out. Adrian Perez gets the grounder to 2nd. Eagles need a double play, and they get it. Still scoreless. We head to the 10th. In the 11th now, bases loaded, 1 out for Bryce Boomsma. And Boomsma trying to win it again for the Falcons, hits a bullet, and again, Shively with the snag at 3rd. This time he doubles off the runner. To the 12th we go, and Boomsma just can't catch a break. Look at him, he cannot believe what just happened. In the 12th, Jordan Ellison at the plate for Heights, and he hits a grounder. Again, Shively with a beautiful grab, but he finally cracks, airmails the throw to 1st. Ellison ends up going to 2nd, and the Falcons are in business. Then this is the controversial play of the game. Paul Mode lays down a bunt for Heights, throw to 3rd. The ump says it did not get there in time, so bases loaded, nobody out for Tanner Day. And there is the ball game. Fans got their money's worth in this one. Almost 2 games in 1. Heights wins a classic 1-0 in 12 innings. Afterwards, they were exhausted, but it was all worth it for the dub.
That was crazy. It was like we just won the World Series, but we got another game, so we got to go get them that game too. I mean, I just needed to help the team out, and we're like a family, so, I mean, why not? We played hard today, and we're ready for the next game, and we're just going to go get them tomorrow. That's one of the wildest games I've ever been a part of as a player, a coach, anything. I mean, we just played 12, 13, I don't even know, it might have been 14 innings. It felt like eternity. My guys just had some great perseverance and just kept playing, and I'm just proud that they could experience this.
What a game. The Great Bend Panthers, the 8th seed, taking on top-seeded Shawnee Heights. Thunderbirds scored 5 runs in the 1st. Panthers trying to get a little something going in the 2nd. Alex Schremer slapping a base hit to right. That's a nice way to get things started for Great Bend. Schremer thinking he might go to 2nd, but then he's like, no thanks. Next batter up, Eduardo Buhanda, and Eduardo absolutely crushing this one. Just keeps going. Just misses a home run, but still a stand-up double. Unfortunately, Great Bend can't turn those hits into any runs. The Panthers end up falling 10-2, but still a fantastic season for Great Bend. Switching over to softball, Bishop Carroll entering the state tournament with a 20-2 record, trying to avoid the upset bug against a strong Eisenhower squad. The Golden Eagles, the top-seeded team in the area, and they definitely look like it today. Reagan Smith on the mound for BC, getting the strikeout, swinging to end the inning, 13-2. Bishop Carroll in control, but they were not done on offense still. Hadley Kirshen at the plate for the Golden Eagles. Base hit to right. Kennedy Lara scores, 14-2, and this one's starting to get a little out of hand. 16-2 in the 5th. Eisenhower trying to keep things going, but Carroll getting it done on D. Izzy Marcotte to Bridget Maloney, and then Maloney to Alyssa Von Felt to end it. You can't finish off a game much better than that. BC wins it 16-2 in 5 innings, and they are rolling heading into tomorrow's state semis.
I think it's mostly just staying out of our heads and knowing that we're one, and before our game actually our coach told us that we can walk on water and we can do anything, and I think that was just our thought, just walk on water and keep going as far as we can. Before every game we do the power pose, and that really helps us out, makes us feel like superheroes, and we hit super awesome.
Super awesome. Goddard, the 5 seed, facing Mill Valley, the 4 seed over in Mays. Jags up 7-2 in the 6th. Sydney Williams getting the strikeout for Goddard to avoid any further damage. Top of the 7th. Williams showing she can also get it done at the plate. That ball gets past Mill Valley and it goes all the way to the wall. Tori Vang scores 7-3, and the Lions starting to make a little bit of a comeback. Then Crystal Castorena coming through with a base hit to right. That'll score Nahi Nunez. 7-4 ball game. Castorena trying to make a little bit more magic happen on the base pass. Gets caught in no man's land, but it's not looking good. She ends up beating the throw to third. Runners at second and third, tying run at the plate for Goddard. Unfortunately, the Lions can't quite complete the comeback, but still a great season for the Goddard ladies. And last but not least, Mays South softball. They won on this field just a few days ago against rival Mays, trying to pull off another huge upset against Shawnee Heights. Kylie Yoakum hitting a ball to right field that Shawnee Heights can't handle. That one goes a long, long way. That'll score Lauren Johnson. In the end, not quite enough. Mays South loses 13-3. And just an update on a game that just ended over at X Stadium. Bishop Carroll won over Mill Valley 2-0 in baseball. So it's going to be Heights versus BC, another City League matchup in the state semi.
What an exciting night. Shaping up to be a great weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Elliot, thanks. We'll be right back.
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Slumberland's Memorial 3-day doorbuster sale. You'll get up to 75% off. Get this recliner free when you purchase the plush sofa for just $5.98. Pay no interest for 4 years. Slumberland, it's a good life.
Long days and the sun is shining, having fun without even trying. Tomorrow seems so far away, saving our trouble for another day. Live it up, live it up, live it up. Whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh. Feel alive, I feel alive.
Grill up juicy T-bone steaks for just $6.99 a pound, and red tomatoes on the vine are only 97 cents a pound.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Want to see a trick?
You make it for those who need an extra hand.
Moxie.
And a little heads up.
You okay, bud?
That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get Escape with 0% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 military first responders appreciation cash for eligible buyers.
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Slumberland's Memorial 3-day doorbuster sale. You'll get up to 75% off. Get this recliner free when you purchase the plush sofa for just $5.98. Pay no interest for 4 years. Slumberland, it's a good life.
All right, we have some breaking news to tell you about right now. Just a few moments ago at 10:34 p.m., Emily Glass, the stepmother of Lucas Hernandez, was booked into the Sedgwick County Jail. At this point in time, we are not able to see the charges, or there are no charges yet as we speak, but we do know as of 10:34, about 4 minutes ago, Emily Glass, the stepmother of Lucas Hernandez, has been booked into the Sedgwick County Jail. We're of course going to follow up with that and bring you more information as soon as that becomes available. We're still tracking the big breaking news story tonight out of Harvey County, where sources are confirming to KSN that the body of missing Lucas Hernandez has been found. I want to get back out to John Acebus now. He's live at the scene with the very latest. John?
Yeah, Jeff, that's the area right behind me. You see that pretty bright spotlight? You've got investigators and police out there right now working to that area where many believe that is the body of Lucas Hernandez. It's still a heavy scene. We're still trying to wait to find some more information. There's some important things to understand here, though, is, we do know that his stepmother, Emily Glass, has been booked, but when we've spoken with law enforcement, is they have not confirmed with us yet that that is Lucas Hernandez's body. You've got the coroner out here right now. They've got to positively ID this body, so this could take a couple of days, we're told. And you have to remember also that the body was found in unrecognizable condition, but it's very noteworthy that his stepmother, Emily Glass, was booked into jail, and that these guys are still out here. Again, the great-grandmother of Lucas Hernandez confirms that it was Lucas Hernandez and the private investigator, but we've got no confirmation And in the last couple hours here, we haven't had any contact with police. The last contact I had with anybody was District Attorney Mark Bennett, and that was a few hours ago, and he didn't ID it. But they did tell us tonight they don't expect to be out here throughout the morning. They expect to rack this up tonight. So stay with KSN. We'll bring you the latest available information. Jeff, back to you.
Okay, John, thank you very much. We're obviously going to continue to follow that story, but we also have some active weather in the state tonight as well.
Another severe thunderstorm warning added to the mix. This for Smith County until 11:15. It's for half-dollar size hail and winds to 60 miles per hour. We also have Osborne County now in effect in a severe thunderstorm warning until 11:15 as well. And the same goes there, half-dollar size hail and winds to 60. These storms are now approaching the Russell area. They are not severe, but gusty winds between 45 and 55 miles per hour will be possible. This is also stretching down toward La Crosse and just to the west of Hoisington. Plus, we have another storm that is strong. It's not severe down toward Montezuma, down toward Copeland, but a lot of the folks here are just commenting on how electrically charged this storm is, producing so many flashes of lightning in such a short period of time.
Okay, Lisa, thanks. Obviously, we're going to continue to follow the breaking news tonight of a body found in Harvey County, believed to be that of Lucas Hernandez. And, of course, as of about 10 minutes ago, Lucas Hernandez's stepmother, Emily Glass, booked into the Sedgwick County Jail. Of course, join the Kansas Today team. That begins at 4:30. They're going to have the latest on this story as well. And we'll be back tomorrow at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Good night.